How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? This is the CEO of NMS Records, DJ Reef. We got a special show today. Podcast from the man himself out of Germany, Mr. Al Green. I'm going to be attending the chair today. We're going to be talking about some current events, what NMS Records has going on, the next couple of months, and just he's going to ask some insights about what we do as an organization. So I hope you guys enjoy. Stick with us. And this is the chair.
Welcome to the chair. This episode of the chair I have with me today, CEO of NMS Records. Great seeing you again, sir. I know we got loads to talk about.
How's it going, Al?
I'm doing great. We have loads to talk about today. I know you're a traveled guy. Again, as before, it's always hard catching up with you. You have so much going on, so many projects, but it's good to see you here on the chair again. And I'm looking forward to getting this going.
Yeah, appreciate you having me once again.
So I know, the last time we spoke in our first episode, we talked about some historical things in reference NMS, and you had some projects going on here in Europe. So now that you're in the land of, as they say, milk and honey, so what's going on over there, and what's happening with NMS Records at this time?
So right now we're actually preparing for our Motherland Music Festival tour in June. It's a 3-day festival in Las Vegas. This thing has been in concept for a little while, but I've been trying to put the pieces together, and finally it's worked out. So we actually started ticket sales yesterday. We have over 5 artists, 3 DJs, party bus. We have a meet and greet mixer at the Strat Hotel, which formerly used to be the Stratosphere Hotel. They changed the name.
Right.
We're going to be hosting out of there. We have an Afro-Caribbean brunch at a mini mansion that we've acquired. And then we have a concert on Sunday that is, a mix between jazz, R&B, and Afrobeats.
Wow, that seems like a full program you got going on over there. So unfortunately, I can't be everywhere. I would really definitely like to be there. So about these, so you're gonna have any charity work going on with these shows that you're gonna be having in the next days?
Actually, we are. So I just got word we're going to expand our charity event. So we were doing some charity work in Ghana for a relief effort because they had an explosion in one of their villages. And I wanted to raise funds and donate it to the Chambers of Commerce in Ghana. So that's just one because they have a set goal. So, once they meet that goal, I want to send other funds to another organization. And you know what? I thought about remember the McDonald House, Ronald McDonald House for kids, children's charity?
Right. I remember.
And that's always been something I've always seen.
Okay.
And I looked up, in Vegas, they do have one. So that's going to be one of my things is we're actually going to visit the Ronald McDonald House and hold a charity event, like a mini concert for the kids.
Wow, that's great. Well, kids, when they're around, they make loads of fun, and that's good. Charities for kids are always great. So,
Right.
so just so if someone from Europe would like to come over to the States, I know this is, maybe short notice, but if they would
Right.
like to come over and attend some of these special events going on, is that possible?
They can. The ticket sales are on Eventbrite. So, if they just type in NMS Records, they'll be able to find, us all over Google. We're at the top of the SEO or the food chain. And once they get into Eventbrite, it'll be listed all the events that we're doing. So we're actually doing an early bird special for $140, which is all inclusive for the entire weekend. Or if everybody can't make it each event, then they can buy tickets at as a discounted rate online early for the Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. They purchase their ticket, and once they purchase their ticket for any of the events, they get a discount code for the Strat Hotel as well. So, I'm super happy about all this because it's all falling into place as an organization. When you start getting discounts, then you know you're doing something right. You know what I'm saying?
Well, discounts are always good. People want to have discounts, and
Right.
that kind of fills in the blanks there. But so you're going to have any special artists that you can highlight at the event that we may know um, there in the States, or anyone coming from Europe as well?
So we have my artist JC that is out of Atlanta, Georgia. He's coming. He's on the bill for that night. The actual hostess for the night will be Kat Lincoln. She's a Afrobeat artist out of Liberia, but lives in Las Vegas. She's also her husband's the organizer with me called Rad Media Entertainment,
Okay.
and she's the headliner for that night. We just did a song together, collaborated with another artist that's coming, Samuel LG from Ghana. It'll be his
Wow.
first time to America. And then the DJ who actually introduced me to Afrobeat, DJ Whiskey, will be coming as well. I couldn't do the Afro Caribbean brunch without him. He's the headliner for the brunch, because we usually have events called Wakanda Wednesday in
Okay.
Bahrain,
Okay.
and they also do Afro brunch. So I'm starting to bring the Afro brunch on tour. Like that's a thing now.
Oh man, that sounds great. And that's good to have people from the continent come over, and as you said, some of them experiencing America for the first time. And
Right,
I'm sure with that flavor that they have, they'll light things up and bring a different style of music and dance for sure.
right, right, right,
So yeah, that sounds great. So again, we talked about people wanting to come from Europe and Africa and visit, and they got the information that's there.
right.
So yourself, so what's going on with NMS Record? Have you spread your product um, further in America there, or you? What's the goal? Are you planning on going to reach then further beyond America? I know you've been in the continent of Africa. So
Right.
what part of are you just going to be between America and Africa? What's your plans for the future?
Worldwide. That's my ultimate goal is to spread this organization worldwide because I look at we're not a nonprofit, but I look at it as that's my goal is to incorporate charity with music. And funny enough, I got contacted this morning about coming to the Philippines.
Wow.
So, as soon as they asked me, I asked, what is the nearest charity, you know, organization in the area? So that's my first thing that I set the tone on what we're about. And then any artists that are coming with me, their heart got to be in the right place. I just don't bring anybody, right?
Right. Right.
There's certain things I don't do on the road. I don't condone. I'm very big on PR. So I don't want to be in the newspaper about anything. And I don't want my artists to be in the newspaper about doing something negative. So I let them know what the mission is for. We can have a good time, but let's do it with a purpose. And if you're doing it with my organization, then I have expectations. Doesn't matter how big or small you are, and it's okay if you don't want to do it with us, and that's fine. But I'm focusing on worldwide, but I'm doing it one step at a time. It's not a fast thing. I tell everybody it's not overnight, and I'm okay with that. I'm very patient. So
Yeah, well, patience is a virtue, as they say, and it's important that professionalism, when you're dealing with artists that are traveling with you, and reputation sometimes does carry. So you want to have that type of professionalism, and they need to understand that as well when you're out
right,
there presenting a product to your clients. Because as we hone on our craft, basically, we're offering something that people want to hear and want to see as well. So that's a great thing. Professionalism again is very, very important.
right, right. Yep,
So um, I know you seem to have um, you know you seem to have everything in grip yourself. So you have a team that you're working with right now to help you um, maneuver some of these projects that you got going forward. So what's your team like?
So I have right now a team of almost 8 as far as the administrative portion. We're dual hatted, so we're musicians and artists, but we're also administrators.
Okay.
So part of that is I have an A&R who's also my radio host. That's EJ, the voice in the storm. He does a Friday show, and he's also my A&R. I have already an employee in the Philippines. She's my administrator. I just hired someone for bookings and promotions, and she's in Boston. Um, and then I have a modeling agency too that is a part of the organization called My Melanin Models in Ghana.
Wow.
And I hired a lead model because she carried herself well, respected herself. And I wanted her to teach other young ladies how to do the same thing, not to be a video vixen that's really putting herself out there that you can't take back. Once it's on the web, you can't change that. So we have, and it was not just that. We have a bunch of people who are involved in this organization. It would be hard to name them all. I have my cousin behind me, Ray, who's he's my mentor. First of all, my DJ mentor, but
Okay.
also I'm in his studio right now broadcasting, and he helps me with the trickets and odds and ends. He's the technical master behind the scenes. So so we have a lot of people that help this organization. Some are on payroll and some are just volunteering their time because they see the purpose. My cousin today, and I'm sorry, my sister's husband today. I was telling him what I've been doing, what I plan on doing, and he's invited me up to Charlotte because he wants to do something there with NMS Records. And he said as he was talking to me, he was getting goosebumps because what I was talking about was bringing back the good times when we were younger in New Jersey. And I told him, we come from location where Whitney Houston grew up, Queen Latifah, Naughty by Nature, so many legacies, and I'm trying to bring that back, but worldwide, that worldwide feeling, that feel good, that feel good time frame.
Yeah, that's really, really important. It's always, as you said, you have mentors that kind of guide you as well, and that's a good thing as well. And bringing back that old flavor from the old school music, because a lot of that stuff is missing based on songs that are out there these days. Of course, you hear a lot of cover songs that are out there, but definitely when you can bring that continuous flavor of old school, and as time is changing, you want to have that there. So that's a good thing that you're having that genre of music as well, bringing back. I was just talking to a friend earlier about the way things are going right now in the world. Remember the old song by I think it was Harold Melvin, the Blue Notes, if I'm not mistaken. Um, the song that they said, "Wake up, everybody." I think that was a good song that people can remember and had a good message in that song as well.
Right, right. I try to do positive music that's really fun and to have a good time. Dancing is the most important thing. I used to be able to lose weight by dancing, uh, and I stopped dancing because there hasn't been any good music. So I was like, you know what? I need to change that. I can't depend and wait for anybody to do it. I need to start making music that makes you want to get on that floor and
Right.
sweat it out. That high pace Motown, Temptations, Stevie Wonder, Luther Vandross, like for the radio guests out there, if you don't know, Al's a DJ himself, and he knows what I'm talking about because he started a big trend out in Germany at a which I didn't know he was even an organizer of. And but when I first got out there, someone's like, you gotta go to this place, you gotta go hear what it is. And the vibe was exactly what I'm talking about. And that is important when you get people that are on the same wavelength, just want to go have a good time.
Well, that's important, to have that wavelength where people are coming out and having a good time and enjoying themselves, and they
Right,
can bring in that old feeling, and that gives a good atmosphere as well. You don't have
right,
kind of weeds out all the riffraff as well,
Right,
So
right.
as well. But no, that's a good thing and great shout out for Germany as well, because that the place, the Winter Garden, as they called it, was an awesome place to go and have a good time. And it was international. People came from all over to enjoy themselves. And
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
so hopefully we can get that flavor with NMS as well
Right,
on a wider scale.
right.
Again, people can tune in and enjoy the music and enjoy some of the events that you have scheduled in the future as well.
Right, right. Yeah, we're getting there. Hopefully next time you get to interview me, I could tell you like, yeah, it's happening. We're coming back to Germany to do this huge show. But I'll settle for the small shows right now because that's where it starts.
Great. Well, as again, it's always a pleasure having you here on the chair, a place to be heard. And I'm looking forward to our next episode and all the projects you have for the future. So, again, thank you, Mr. Reef, for being here today. And again, a place to be heard, the chair. Take care, sir. Thank
All
you
right.
again. Bye bye.
All right. Thank you.